Here in Arua City, Arua district, it has also been raining. I don't know how it has been going in greater Nebi region. You talk about greater Mali region, I predict, and I also anticipate in most of the parts of West Nile region it has been raining. As I said, this is me, Benson Pastore, together with Susie Linda. The name of the show is, of course, Whistle Time. That comes on your way from Mondays to Saturdays from the hour of 2 p.m. up to the hour of 3 p.m. The duration of the show is only 1 hour, but within the 1 hour we bring for you a lot of contents, whether it being a story that is happening within the region of West Nile, the other parts of the country. If a continental story is also there, we bring for you. As usual, we finalize everything with what is happening in international sports. Just a lot. But I am not alone. I am together with Susie Linda. Let me first introduce her. Susie, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Benson, and thank you so much for the welcome. Good afternoon, viewer, and you're most welcome. Benson already said that a lot of contents to discuss at 2 to 3. There is the Whistle Time. My name is Susie.
Yeah, exactly. So we are going to start with the West Nile Regional League. I know so many fans of West Nile region, they are yearning when, of course, it's going to kickstart. And we are looking at the rate at which teams are preparing. And as usual, this season we're also going to see 2 zones, that's Nyagaki zone and Nile zone. And we have so many teams from Nile zone and equal so many teams from Nyagaki zone, and a team that was relegated last season from StarTimes Football Big League, Adjuman Town Council Football Club that comes from Adjuman district, will also be participating this time in the West Nile Regional League, not in Nyagaki zone. They are in Nile zone alongside teams like Araka FC. You talk about Barakala City, or as you can call them, BK City. There is Kochi Urban that went up to the playoffs before they were eliminated by Young Elephants that comes from Northern region. Also, another tough team is Odamachako Central that comes from Nile zone. So many teams. Total FC is one of them. Yumbe Heroes is one of them. These are some of the key teams that are going to play in the upcoming season of West Nile region and in Nile zone as well. Equal, we having teams from Nyagaki zone. And in Nyagaki zone, we have a tough, newly promoted side called Alpha Rising Stars. And as usual, some of the teams that have always been performing very well when it comes to Nyagaki zone. One of them is, of course, Paida United. You talk about Paida Black Angels, Pakwati Youngsters that came close last season and in promotion to the playoffs. One of them, Nebi Sendu, is also one of them. So many teams. Arua City, Arua City Football Club, a team that is based within Arua City, is also one of them. So teams are preparing. Teams are actually preparing, both Nyagaki zone and Nile zone. And we are going to take a look at the fate of each team. We may not look at all the teams, but selected teams we feel they are going to battle each other. Susie, let's start with the Nile zone. We take a look at teams like Total FC. You talk about teams like Yumbe Heroes. You talk about Kochi Urban. You talk about teams like Adjuman Town Council Football Club, or Odamachako Central, one of them, BK City, one of them. And these teams, they're actually doing massive preparation. They started playing friendlies a long time ago. And which teams, of course, do you think will be threats to the rest of the teams? I've mentioned some of the teams. And also Adjuman Town Council Football Club, a team that is fresh from StarTimes Football Big League. Will there also be a headache to the rest of the teams that we are going to see in the upcoming season of the rather West Nile Regional League in Nyagaki zone, not Nyagaki rather. Let's start with the Nile zone. Which teams do you think will be having the fate to seal the promotion?
If you look at the regional league this time around in the upcoming season that is yet to kickstart, Benson, you'll bear witness with me that Nile zone is going to be a very tough aside because of the few teams that you have mentioned. If you look at the likes of Total, if you look at the likes of Adjumani Town Council and the rest, I don't think Adjumani Town Council, looking at Adjumani Town Council, I don't think that Adjumani Town Council will allow themselves to sink past the regional league. So I think they're going to do all the necessary things. They're going to do all whatever it is that it takes to remain within a regional league, because they didn't survive last season in the big league. So now they've dropped to there is a regional league. Trust me, I don't think they will accept to sink past regional league. And then if you look at most of the teams in Yumbe, trust me, I think these are the teams that have been doing the most they've been the most active in doing build-up games, in doing preparations ahead of the regional league. This was very evident in their was it a Super 8 that they recently conducted, where we saw they merged in a lot of teams to come in and play and all that. Calvary, I think, had to withdraw halfway because Bet Power Big League already started, and that is a league where Calvary is in. So apart from Calvary, the rest of the teams went through and finished up to the final. So if you look at Nile Zone, to me, it's going to be a very tough one. It's going to be very tough compared to Nyagaki Zone. Nyagaki Zone has initially teams that were there last season. So apart from adding up the likes of Leah and the rest, the only tough side I am seeing in Nyagaki Zone is going to be Leah. That is going to be giving people tension. That is going to be giving people a running nose. But apart from Leah, okay, maybe the likes of Pakwachi and then Balangi, the likes of Balangi, Supermix and the rest. But apart from Leah and Pakwachi and the likes of there is by the Black Angels, there is by the United, there is Nebi Central. Those are the teams we have within. Those are the teams we have in Nyagaki Zone that I think are going to be very competitive. But Nile Zone is going to be very tense.
Nile Zone, it's true that it's going to be full of tension, because you take a look at the weight of these teams, the level at which the preparations are ongoing. You have mentioned some of the teams, they are playing actual build-up matches, whereas friendly games amidst themselves. And also, the good thing is some of the teams from Nile Zone, they have crossed the border to play build-up matches with some of the teams that are coming from Nyagaki Zone. I remember a week ago, we saw the team of Coach Urban going for friendlies with the team that's by the Black Angels. The friendly was on home and away basis. The Black Angels actually went to Dasi Yumbe, they were beaten, and in the reverse fixture we saw them consoling themselves, and it also ended in favor of the team Dasi by the Black Angels. And also one team I want us to look at is of course Adjumant Town Council Football Club. Why am I saying that we should talk briefly about them? I've been observing this one. I remember there was a team called Vura United that comes from Moyo district. That team crossed over to Star Times Fufa Big League, by then did not perform very well. Up to now, we even don't know where they are. Not even in regional league in Nyagaki Zone, not rather in Nyagaki Zone, in Nile Zone, they are not there in regional league. They are not even there in 4th Division League. They have disappeared. Now the role is all upon the team, that's Adjumant Town Council Football Club. Are we going to see the same scenario which happened to Vura United happen to them? I think that's not what we are praying for. What I'm trying to say is Adjumant Town Council Football Club being fresh from the second tier of Ugandan football. I know most of the other clubs, of course, they are going to fix their eyes on them, because they already have that mentality that they're a very big club. They are going to give hard times to the rest of the teams. So the other teams that are going to meet them, the teams I've just mentioned, Barakala City, BK City, Araka, Odamachaku Sendro, you talk about the Coach Urban, Total, so many teams that are coming from Yumbe. Of course, Adjumant Town Council will have to be very, very careful in facing these teams. So are we going to see the same scenario which happens to Vura United, that was by then playing in Star Times Super Big League, and after earning the relegation, now nowhere to be seen? Are we going to see that bad omen sitting on the team, that's Adjumant Town Council Football Club, or is the way you are seeing still Adjumant Town Council Football Club will be one of the favorites to earn the promotion to the second tier? Adjumant
Town Council, like I had put in my first comments, that Adjumant Town Council is one organized side. I really don't see them sinking. That's why I said for the fact that they really fought hard to see that they remain in there is a big league, but then things didn't work out for them. They went in. We've seen how Adjumant Town Council has suffered. We've seen how hard Adjumant Town Council has pressed to, by the way, be in there is a FUFA Big League. But then things didn't work out so well for them. They went in and only stayed one season and dropped back to regional league. So trust me, the level of organization that Adjumant Town Council has cannot be compared to Vura. I see Adjumant Town Council remaining, by the way, matches. It's going to be a little bit hard for them, because they've lost in a few of their good players. They've lost in a few of their proven players. So much as they've lost in some of their key players, trust me, Adjumani is one organized side. They have the finances. At least the local government and the community supports them. So trust me, Adjumani Town Council is going to be very organized and remain within the regional league. I don't see them disappearing. No, not at least when they've just arrived from making a name, making history in big league. We also saw them push, by the way. There is in Star Times Uganda Cup. So at least they pushed and made a name, much as they were babies in Star Times. So trust me, with that level of experience, with the level of how far they tried. They tried, that is according to me, within Star Times. They even pushed further compared to known teams that have been in Uganda, Star Times Uganda Cup, the likes of Onduparakan, all that, Arua Hill, they were relegated down here. But we saw Adjumani and Calvary pushing, by the way, up to somewhere. So this time around, I don't think after making that name, Adjumani will just come to regional league and disappear. No, I still see them remaining within regional league, although they might not earn automatic promotion to there is a Bet Power Big League next season, but I still see them remain very stronger and not disappearing anytime soon.
Very soon, West Nile Regional League, both Nile Zone and Nyagaki Zone will be bouncing back, but we don't know exactly when, of course, it's going to kickstart. We cannot lie to you. We need to give you authentic information which you can be able to rely on. Just a reminder to you, some of the big match guys that are going to feature in the upcoming season in Nile Zone. You talk about Barakala City, BK City, Coach Urban, Yumbe Heroes. You talk about Total FC, Adjumani Town Council Football Club that comes from Adjumani. You talk about so many teams from that side. Meanwhile, in Nyagaki Zone, Arua City Football Club, a team that's based within Arua City, is one of them. You talk about Mbara Boys, of course, we are relegated. They are coming to play in 4th Division League. You talk about Pakwati Super Eagles, Pakwati Youngsters. You talk about in Nebi Central, Paida United, Paida Black Angels, and also Alpha Rising Stars, whereas Lee City. So we are waiting for the time when, of course, the West Nile Regional League will officially kickstart. Let's leave that one there. We take our angle to another league, that's Star Times FUFA Big League, which started some 2 weeks ago. It's going on so well. Some of the teams, of course, they have already played 3 rounds. Others have so far played 2. Now, the thing we are going to look at in Star Times FUFA Big League is, of course, which teams you think can be in position to earn the promotion to Star Times Uganda Premier League. Last season, we saw 2 teams promoted to the Star Times Uganda Premier League, NEC FC, Chitara, and the team that's Mbara City. Just a reminder to you, this time we have seen the table standing has already started taking a shape, and 2 teams, of course, we are relegated. That's Blacks Power and Ontoparaka Football Club from the Star Times Uganda Premier League. And also 4 teams will be relegated from the Star Times FUFA Big League to go to the various regional leagues we have in the country. And I still want to say it again, 2 games. Others have played 3 of them, and the table has already started taking a step upward. The change is coming, the shape is coming. Which teams do you think are the favorites to earn the promotion back to the Star Times Uganda Premier League?
Looking at a Bet Power Big League this very season, it's going to be a very tough one. By the way, it is match day 4. There is within the league. Today, Wednesday, we are having a game. That is going to be in Ndeje up against Boma. This game is going to be in the home of Ndeje Arena of Visions. And then tomorrow, Thursday, we'll equally also have games before, of course, we're going to look at the teams that are favorites in earning promotions. To me, I think it's a little bit early to judge in teams that actually look strong, teams that will get there is a promotion into there is a Star Times Uganda Premier League. Tomorrow there will also be games. We'll see Kataka Football Club that Onduparaka recently beat at home 1-0 going to play there is Chiyindi Boys, and this game is going to be at Mbale Municipal Stadium, home of Kataka. And then we'll also have Chigezi Homeboys play there is Chetume, and this game is going to be at Kabale. And then also we'll have Young Elephants playing there is a Blacks Power. It's going to be a northern affair. It's going to be a derby. And then I will see Mbale Heroes playing Ginger North United Football Club. And then I will also have Karukarunji play there is our own West Nile side Calvary Football Club. And then lastly, on the score sheet of Big League, we'll have Lugazi Football Club play there is Police FC, Police being the visiting sides. Benson, I want us to look at at Young Elephants up against Blacks Power, Derby Day for the Northerns.
Young Elephant up against Blacks Power. Blacks Power started the season very well, edging on the Paraka by a goal to nil. Meanwhile, we talk about Young Elephants. They are yet to win a game. They are one of the newly promoted sides. The press is on them. They sit somewhere down in the relegation zone. Coming up against Blacks Power, the fear factor is there. The negative mentality that Blacks Power is one of the big clubs in the league is also there. So they are playing Blacks Power with that fear factor, I should say, because Blacks Power having beaten Onduparaka in the first game. Onduparaka is one of the biggest clubs, we should say. It may not be in the country, but in the league, sometimes FIFA Big League. Young Elephant up against Blacks Power. The recent game, they lost it, that's Blacks Power. They were beaten by Kataka. I don't think it is going to be an easy fixer for the team of Young Elephant to see that they actually pick their first win of the season against the team of Blacks Power. Maybe if they fight hard, the good thing with them is they have actually been losing the games, but you don't see them conceding so many number of goals like what other teams concede, like in Deja University. I don't think they will be able to beat the team that's Blacks Power. Maybe they will fight hard, the sweat will come, and the best thing in the fixture might be a draw for them. I don't see them beating the team of Blacks Power.
By the way, this is going to be a very tough one. Trust me, I am seeing Blacks Power taking advantage over there is a Young Elephants. Like you said, Young Elephants is just a newly promoted side. They beat Coach Urban in their finals to actually seal in that promotion into there is a Power Big League. If you look at Young Elephants, they have players, yes, but in that very squad, to me, I don't see legendary players. I don't see proven players, and their coach, very young from playing, but their coach is, by the way, Okot Ola, who plays for there is actually Province, who was also once a player over Onduparaka Football Club. So Coach Ola just ventured into this. He's just venturing into coaching these guys. He has not had a lot of experience in the coaching department, I would say, or in the coaching fraternity. So I really don't see Okot Ola in his squad beating there is Blacks Power. There has once been to there is sometimes Uganda Premier League. They just got newly relegated. So to me, I am actually looking at Blacks Power having an upper hand of winning this very game. And then another one is Ndeje, that of course will be playing Boma. This game is today at Arena of Visions. We've really seen things not working out for Ndeje.
Ndeje University last season, if I may still flash back, they had to fight for relegation throughout. This season has also not started on a good note for them, and Boma FC, they actually finished the last season in a good position, finishing around the 5th or 6th. It was not all that a bad one. That means coming for this season, they already have that mentality, they can make it if things work so well. How are they going to make it? It also starts right now, depending on how they are going to pick the results. Ndeje University already losing 3 games in a row, conceding goals for fun, and coming up against the Boma FC. This is going to be where they can pick to see that they avoid relegation, because people have started looking at them. The other clubs have started looking at them as underdogs, and I've been saying this one yesterday. I did tell Owen that normally when a new season kickstarts like this, you start to lose the games at the initial stages. The other clubs will keep on eyeing them. Whenever they meet you like this, they will always want to beat you. They will have that strong mentality. If others can be able to beat you, why not them? Boma FC, in terms of pedigree, everything, I think this game is favoring the team of Boma FC. But in Ndeje University, one of the biggest clubs in the league, though they have not been finishing in a better position, I think up against Boma FC, they will be able to do something. I think I should not forget the prediction part of it. I came up with it the way I am seeing, and I did say when I was giving the introduction of the topic, I did say. In fact, I talked about some of the teams, of course, that can be in position to earn the promotion, and some of the teams possible that may get into the relegation zone. The way I am seeing, we have seen 4 teams being promoted: Mbale Heroes, Chiinda Boys, Chigezi Home Boys, and the other one is Young Elephant. Each and every season in StarTimes FIFA Big League, either 1 or 2 newly promoted sides, we always see them going back again. The way I'm seeing, either Chiinda Boys or Chigezi Home Boys, if not these two, maybe Young Elephant, the way I'm seeing in summary, two of the newly promoted sides will go back to their various regional leagues, and at the same time, I know Police, they are the favorites, they will earn the promotion. I am also thinking Lugazio, of course, may also seal the promotion, and the other team, the battle may be between Onduparaka Football Club, Blacks Power. Blacks Power is also having, in fact, the Onduparaka Football Club and the Blacks Power, I say it's a 50-50 battle between the two clubs, but Police FC, I'm seeing automatic promotion for them. The other remaining clubs, Lugazi FC, Onduparaka Football Club, you talk about Blacks Power, Boma FC may come closer, and you talk about Jinza North United. These are the other teams that may battle to earn the promotion to the Start Times Uganda Premier League.
I think I will accept that, because we saw how Police actually narrowly missed crossing over to Start Times Uganda Premier League. They missed. I think they had the final game with NEC, and then somehow they were actually on the same point, running along on the same point. So the game they had to come up to play with NEC determined which side crosses over to crosses over to Start Times Uganda Premier League, and then which side remains within a big league. So that is where Police lost it out, and I don't think they had actually all their guns pointing towards towards Start Times Uganda Premier League. So things didn't work out for them. So I think this time around I'll really accept that it's going to be Police, the way I'm seeing, if at all the season runs so well for them. We might see a change, by the way. Like I said, to me it's yet too early to actually rule out certain teams. They've just played 4 games. Match day 4 starts today and tomorrow, and probably over the weekend and across to the other week. So I think other teams might come up and surprise us, by the way, but I am really standing in for Police, like you've just said, because they missed out last season. I really don't see that they missed out very narrowly. I don't see Police accepting another miss into crossing over to one of the biggest stars of football in Uganda.
Police, just like Maroons, they have always been Zane teams. You see them earning promotion. Next season they are coming back. They have been like that, but of late Maroons, they have settled. They have become like the real competitors in the League of Start Times Uganda Premier League. But Police, they still remain as one of the Zane teams. We are waiting the space. Which team, of course, will be in position to seal the qualification. Let's leave Start Times Uganda Premier League because it's a broad topic. We'll talk about that one tomorrow. Let's talk about Champions League in Africa. We are ever talking about UEFA Champions League, and we also have to raise that awareness into the